A police tractor with flashing lights. This attracts a fair bit of attention, Dave.
It does. It's a great conversation starter, and it gets people talking about the issues of the rural communities. And it's hard to get farmers to talk at the best of times. And having something like this, the first thing is what the hell do you use that for? So it's a good conversation starter, and it's a good way for us to engage with the rural community.
How is the rural community? Because policing it must be a real nightmare because of numbers and distances.
There are some things that we struggle with, which is the distances that we travel, the area we cover, the amount of people in that community over that distance. So in the community where I am, it's good, if the people have problems, they know that they can come to us, and we can sit down and sort out any issues they may have.
With all due respect, you're the old-fashioned copper, aren't you, really? You're very approachable.
Well, I think all police are very approachable. Some people see the uniform and see a barrier and don't think that we are approachable. We're people as well. We live in the community too. We're part of the community. Our families are part of the community too. And when we engage with people, they do realise in the end that we are just like them.
Just a neighbour.
Just a neighbour, yeah.
Obviously, we do have crime, and it's not necessarily locals who are doing it.
No, every community has their issues, and crime is sometimes committed by people in that community and sometimes by people outside of the community. And, when we need a solution for that, the community is sometimes a solution to that too. So the problem can be in the community, and the problem can be solved by the community.
I guess farmers are notorious for not locking things up as well.
Oh yeah, yep. No, and look, that's part of the education as well, and that's that conversation starter. What are the issues in the rural community? A survey that came out, the major issues that came across, or the four major issues, were stock theft, poaching, diesel theft, and burglary. So those are the kickers, and security is one of the big things that can prevent some of that stuff from happening. So education is a good thing.
And there's lots of now devices around that you can monitor and be safer.
Yep, no, definitely. Technology is catching up with the rural environment, and with broadband and things like that, we've got cameras, CCTV, people are putting buzzers on their gates so they know when people are coming and going. GPS trackers on expensive machinery like tractors and other stuff, those are the sort of things that are starting to make their way into the rural environment, and they are helping us immensely with solving some of the rural crime.
Road safety is another one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Road safety and farm safety go hand in hand, don't they? People are moving from property, from paddock to paddock. They're using main roads to move from paddock to paddock. Farm vehicles sometimes aren't up to scratch. Warrant fitness-wise or safety-wise. Also moving on quad bikes and tractors carrying machinery. Some of the machinery's massive. They can create a hazard on the road. Those sort of things are other things that we need to talk about as well, and we're educating some of the rural people and farmers as well.
Well, all power to your elbow, as the saying goes, because we do rely on you guys.
Yeah, well, I think being a rural constable in a large rural area, we rely on the community as well. We can't do our job without the community helping us. If we're not getting the information, if we're not knowing there's a problem, then we can't be engaged in fixing it. And if we can't fix it, then the problem gets bigger and bigger, and then sometimes it's unfixable.
Is the community catching on, Dave?
Oh, I think so. I mean, the communities, especially rural communities, are very engaged in everything that's around. The main points are the schools, the rugby clubs. So we're all communicating with each other through those things. It's just a matter of putting things together and getting the messages across and getting people on the same page, really.